This was a highly sophisticated attack.
A Twitter hack that broke into the accounts of former President Obama.
Data hack on the social media network.
77 years of prison time.
I want to say to would-be offenders, break the law and we will find you.
At around 2 p.m. on the 15th of July 2020, a series of tweets were tweeted by around 45 Twitter accounts of celebrities and corporations, including Elon Musk, Barack Obama, Apple, Uber, and even Kanye. It was about a new Bitcoin campaign that read, "We are finally giving back to the community because of COVID-19. Any amount of Bitcoin that you send to the given address will be doubled and sent back to you." With the huge fan following and trust of the fans in those people, they didn't hesitate to send them the Bitcoins, and within a few hours, it had accumulated to around 118,000 USD. But in turn of events, they never received their promised return. We will get back to that later. To fully understand this, we will have to travel sometime back. Before continuing this video, make sure to watch until the end for a surprising twist, and leave a comment if you have any question. Make sure to like and subscribe, as I am a solo creator and these videos take a lot of effort to make. Now back to the video. Meet Graham Ivan Clark, a 17-year-old kid from Florida who is sitting in his mom's basement on his PC, where he usually hangs out in the online community OG User. OG Users is a place where people come to buy, sell, and trade social media accounts with unique usernames, which are usually short and simple. The people selling these accounts usually have gained access to them illegally through different methods of hacking. Here, Clark met with two other members with whom he shared the same ambition, to have the ability to hack social media platforms. They move their chats to Discord, where they start talking regularly, and then one day they devise a plan to hack and take access to OG Twitter accounts. But first, let's meet the team. Clark, the mastermind from Florida, who hatched the whole plan to take over Twitter. He had the leading role in the heist. Mason Shepard, aka Chaywan, from Bognor Regis, UK. He was the accountant of the team who monitored and took care of all the financial transactions happening during this heist. Nima Fazali, aka Rolex, another hacker who was also based out of Florida. He had a helping role in the heist as he was the brains behind the engineering of the hack. The first attack happened on the 14th of July 2020. It was the year of lockdowns and curfews. Many employees worldwide had to switch to the option of working from home. The employees at Twitter started getting calls from the IT department about some problems relating to Twitter's VPN. As they weren't in the office, they had to rely on the IT support using calls. After convincing them, they were sent to an almost same copy of the VPN website. Unbeknownst to the employees, they had just fallen victim to a social engineering hack, or as I'd like to call it, the hack of sleight of hand. They were tricked into entering their credentials into a bogus website. This website was made by the hackers, and they would take the credentials of the employees and use them to gain access to the employees' accounts and have access to administrative tools of Twitter. The unique thing about this hack was that it used internal tools to attack. They would use their newfound powers to hack many OG accounts and take control of them. The next day, they started to move up their game. They made a new plan to take over the accounts of celebrities with a huge fan following. They still had access to the administrative tools of Twitter, so they didn't have any problem taking over those accounts too. Now, with access to those accounts, they decided to exploit their fans' trust in them, and they would start tweeting the Bitcoin campaign scam from those accounts. Meanwhile, the employees started reporting to the incident response team of Twitter about what had happened yesterday. This made them suspicious about what might be happening, and they started their investigation. In the evening hours of the 15th of July, the Twitter team caught on to what was happening. They started putting restrictions on the blue check verified accounts. They were unable to make any tweets until the investigation was over. They also temporarily deactivated the employees' accounts that were being used in the attack. Twitter reported the situation to the authorities, and they started tracing the hack back to the hackers. Just like in the real world, anything done in the digital world leaves a digital footprint. Soon after, the authorities started working with many online platforms, including Twitter and Discord, to get access to the chats and IP addresses of the hackers. The Discord chats provided a detailed record of the attackers' planning and execution phases. They used the fake Twitter VPN login page to obtain the IP address of the perpetrator. At the same time, they started tracing the transactions of the Bitcoins. Bitcoin, although pseudonymous, isn't fully untraceable. The hackers, after receiving the Bitcoins, started to transfer them into different accounts to avoid being caught. The authorities took out subpoenas from court and used them to trace the transactions back to the hacker, and combined with the chats from Discord and the IP addresses from Twitter, they had reached their suspects. Clark, who was 17 at the time, was charged as an adult with multiple felonies. He agreed to a plea deal and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. Shepard faced charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, and the intentional access of a protected computer. Fazeli was charged with aiding and abetting the intentional access of a protected computer. He faced up to 5 years in federal prison and significant fines. Although it wasn't confirmed at first, later on authorities arrested a fourth hacker based out of Spain, Joseph James O'Connor, aka Pug Walk Joe. He was extradited to the US on April 26, 2023. He was found to be responsible for hacking the social media accounts using his social engineering tactics and then tweeting the scam messages on Twitter. O'Connor faced charges that could result in a maximum sentence of over 70 years in prison for his role in the hack, as well as other crimes including cyberstalking and extortion. Cybercrime is a serious felony and can be punished severely. Cybersecurity is really necessary in this day and age. These kind of hacks have the ability to change important world events. What do you think about this story? Let us know in the comments down below and make sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Goodbye.